What is going on, people, and welcome to episode 9 of the Lazio series here on Football Manager 2020. And firstly, just want to apologise for the lack of uploads last week. Last week was a pretty rough one for me, but luckily at the back end of it now. And yeah, back to uploading, hopefully on a regular basis. So, without further ado, let's get stuck into this one. And today, really big games, a double header, 2 semi-final legs in the Coppa Italia against our nearest and dearest Roma. So the first leg's away. I don't think it's going to make too much difference, but just the one game in between, maybe two. I can't remember what our last game was. So yeah, our last game, just thinking about it, it's been so long. Yeah, the 3-1 against Brescia in the quarter-final of the Cup. One game between now and then, 4-0 at home against Pescara. And Ciro Immobile scored all 4, so his fine goal-scoring form continues. So, yeah, we move on to the games against Roma today. A game against Spal in between, but we'll move on past that one. In terms of transfer business, it is the 3rd of February now. The transfer deadline has just set. There was a little bit of movement, which I will get to now. So 2 ins and 1 out. Firstly, we knew about this guy, Antonio Silverware. A deal was in the pipeline in the last episode. We managed to get the deal done. So he comes in as competition for Galini. And yeah, just a bit of a better backup than Guerreri was. I really like Guerreri. I thought, considering he was only a 2-star player, he's played so much better than that. But yeah, unfortunately, I just think there was better out there, and we got Silvera done for really cheap. It was 600 grand, so I mean, an absolute steal, really. In terms of the out, Johnny has gone out on loan to AZ Alkmaar. I got a scout report about a certain player on deadline day. Apparently, pronunciation is hard today. About a player on deadline day, and yeah, I basically went after that player, was able to bring them on loan. So I just thought, well, I'm a bit overloaded on the left-hand side now. So I'd put the feelers out. I didn't want to let Johnny go permanently, mainly because he's a Malaga boy. So, you know, we have that affection. So I put the feelers out there about a loan. Loads of clubs were interested. About 4 or 5 came in with a bid. I accepted them all, and he's chosen to go to AZ Alkmaar for the rest of the season. So, yeah. Do you want to see who I brought in? Welcome to Lazio, Pedri. So we've got 2 wingers on loan from Barcelona now. But when I saw this guy was available for loan, I haven't used him in this year's game, but I've seen so much of him, so I was really excited to use him. And yeah, really intrigued to see what he can bring to the team. Of course, Correa still out injured for a couple of weeks more. But this guy at 18 years old, I mean, we know how good he goes on to be, but already really good dribbling, first touch, passing technique. Some of the mental stats already for an 18-year-old are absolutely superb. Physically, not too bad. Decent amount of pace. So yeah, really excited to see what he can bring. And he goes straight into the team today for the first game. So if we have a quick look at the Serie A table just before we get into this, we are 12 points clear now of Juve and Inter. If we manage to blow this lead, I may well stop doing FM on this channel. It's been a superb run. I didn't even, when I got this job at the end of last season, I didn't even think we would be leading Serie A, let alone this far clear. So it's been a superb run. It shows I am half a decent manager. Palace are just crap. Anyway, let's move into the first game then of the away leg, if you like, against Roma. And this is the team we are going to play, a fairly familiar lineup. So Galini is going to be in goal, Lazzari and Reguilon at fullbacks, Acerbi and Radu in the middle, Berisha and SMS in the centre of midfield. Perez on the right, he's done decent since he's come in, to be fair. Pedri coming straight in on the left. Paqueta in that number 10 role in Immobile. Well, after scoring 4 goals last game, how could I not start him in this one? So that is the team. Let's get stuck in. So looking at the Roma team, there's a few players that I'm not too familiar with. Obviously, Zeko leading the line. They've got... Is that... It's the Malaga Michaels. Oh, mate. Oh, Michael. Never quite worked out for him at Malaga. But still, he tried hard, and that was the main thing. He's out on the left. Zaniolo, Vizcaino, Veretout, Cristantes, Ibanez, I'm not too familiar with. Young Brazilian. Well, there you are. So, yeah, I think this is a team that can definitely be got at. So let's send the boys out there. I'm going to say to the guys, this is a derby, so let's do it for the fans. They love it. Yeah, different sort of challenge for us today. Been a real buzz. Cliver, yeah, he's a good player. I hate these bloody tunnel interviews. There we go, right. The game is underway. I think Milan beat Fiorentina in the first leg of their tie as well. So that'll be interesting. But this is going to be a proper slugfest, I think, over 2 legs. And when we get the first highlight of the game, it looks like it's going to go our way. Berisha finds Lazari inside. Now we're back out to Lazari. Bursts into the box. Perez, Immobile. Oh, just couldn't get the shot away. Tackle comes in and Dzeko's managed to pick up the loose ball. And Roma committing bodies forward. Santos goes with a shot. And now maybe we can counter. Pedri, on his debut, carries the ball a long way, but is challenged. Well, if he's going to make more moves like that, only happy to see him get on the ball. But we start from a goal kick. And it is Lazari inside to Berisha. Back to Radu. Really enjoying this centre-back partnership of Radu and Acerbi as well. Pedri carries the ball a long way again. Feeds in Perez and his shot saved by Lopez. But yeah, as I was saying, really enjoying Radu and Acerbi together. The experience is phenomenal. Berisha, ball in, aims for Immobile. SMS cleared by Dzeko. A little bit of a slow start, but it looks like we've grown into the game. It looks like Roma are going to, well, they've given the ball away. Perez can get into the area. Ibanez goes to block the shot, but Lopez saves comfortably. And now 25 minutes gone, Roma potentially with a chance of their own, but no, it looks like it's going to fall to us again. And again we hit him on the counter. SMS, he's carried the ball a long way, he's in the area, squares it. Oh, it's a great last ditch tackle. I think it's Ibanez in there. There are 2. Smalling, he's hit the bar, and it looked like it hit the bar, went up and come off the bar again. We've managed to get it clear. Well, I'm going to say to the boys, concentrate, because we've been good, but we can't just let one mistake at the back tear us apart. It's going to be a free kick. Veretout over it. I thought he was going to bend that near side. That seems to be quite OP, but he's gone keeper's side. And Galini has been beaten. Looked like Smalling may have got something on that. No, just a whip on that. Galini's got a hand to it. But that is poor. You cannot be getting beaten by a free kick like that at your side. If it's like a knuckleball, I kind of understand it a bit to an extent. But just a whips, keeper's side, that is poor. I'm going to say, show me something else in the second half. But the amount of chances we've had, we should definitely not be losing this game. Really frustrating. Mendes with the free kick on as a sub, aims for Acerbi. And the header's gone over the bar. Yeah, we brought on Mendes for Paqueta. Hopefully that can spark a little bit of creativity. Into the final few minutes, and there has been little to no action at all. And well, time ticks away, and I think Roma are going to get away with this one here. And they have. It's finished 1-0. That Jordan Veretout free kick, the decisive goal in this game. So frustrated looking at those stats. We definitely didn't deserve to lose. Far from pleased. Well, we have a game in the league against Spal. And we need to use that to get momentum back and really take it to Roma in the second leg, which you will see in just a second. Okay, so it's game day number 2 and the game in between the cup ties. We beat Spal 1-0 away from home. Again, typical us. It wasn't exactly convincing, but we managed to get the job done nonetheless. Ciro Immobile with the only goal of the game. So we maintain our 12-point advantage at the top of the Serie A table. But we are focused on reaching the Coppa Italia Final. We have to overturn a 1-0 defeat, of course, or a 1-0 deficit, I should say, in the second leg. But we are at home again. I know they play at the same stadium, but the majority of our fans there as well. Hopefully that will make a difference. And we have made one change to the side from, I played the exact same team in the Spal game, so one change from the last 2 games, and Morrow is in on the right-hand side for Perez. So we'll run through the team again quickly. Galini in goal, Lazari and Regalon fullbacks, Acerbi and Radu in the centre of defence, Berisha and SMS in the middle of the park, Moa on the right, Pedro on the left, Paqueta in number 10, and Immobile up top. Correa is back. He had a fractured arm, so his match fitness and everything's not quite there, but he is going to have a spot on the bench. So let's get it, and hopefully we can beat our most local rivals. Just looking at the side, they've made, I think, 2 changes from the side. Schenk is under whatever you want to say, and Mancini in. So I'd say they're probably going for it as well, just as much as we are. So it should be a pretty good game. I'm going to say to the boys, go out there and impress me. Didn't seem to be that fussed, really. And let's get the game underway. Hopefully there won't be any more mistakes from Galini in terms of free kicks. But anyway, the first chance is ours, and Pedri throwing goal. Shot straight at Paul Lopez. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Pedri in these first couple of games. He's very confident on the ball for a young lad. Will take it a long way, and he's not afraid to have a shot. So, yeah, it's a shame that we probably wouldn't be able to get him permanently. Under with a free kick in, aims for Mancini, and he's hit the bar. My word. Almost undone from a set piece again. His danger isn't completely over that, under ball in, Smalling on the end of it. I'm really sorry if, the pronunciation is putting you off. I don't know what's going on. Apparently having a week of not making videos makes you tongue-tied all of a sudden. Although my pronunciation at most times is questionable anyway. But I digress. We move on. Lazari in their half now. Carries the ball a long way. Gets the ball back to Berisha. I thought he might get it across, but Morrow wasn't really giving him an option. Paqueta out to Regalon. He gets inside the area now. Pedri into Immobile. Oh, and I think Lopez has put that on the bar and then caught it on the rebound. Either way, we're a whisker away from taking the lead in this game. SMS free kick. It's headed away by Dzeko, but Radu is there. Paqueta. Oh, Pedri was free on the far side of the area. Can we get the ball in? Radu keeping possession well. SMS out to Morrow. Down to Immobile. Good play from us. Lazari. Immobile! He's got to bury it. That's a free header. He's got to bury that. Oh, mate. He's been in such good goal-scoring form recently as well. You'd put your house on him to bag there. And he's missed a golden opportunity. And look at that domination in terms of shots in the first half. Dig in and give everything you've got. We're playing for pride now. I mean, as nice as a place in the final would be, you don't want to lose 2 games in a row to your local rivals. Well, we enter extra time. Nothing else has happened. Maybe a last chance. Regalon. Pedri. Back to Regalon. In added time. Could he get a ball in? Paqueta. Get a ball in the middle, boys. Casado is it's scrambling around. But Casado can't get on the end of it. And that is going to be that. And 0-0 in the second leg. And, well, we are out of the Coppa Italia. Disappointing. It would have been really nice to have the opportunity to do a double this season, but it's not to be. Fair play to Roma. They've stuck by their guns. But really, really disappointing that, I'm going to say unlucky, boys. Really disappointing that it's a really crappy free kick that's put them through. I've just noticed Fiorentina have managed to go through, so maybe an upset there as well. So it's going to be a Roma-Fiorentina Coppa Italia final. What a turnaround there by Fiorentina. Fair play to them. But yeah, our cup dream, well, I said dream, our cup run comes to an end. The board want us to get to the semi-final, so we've at least done that. But now we can concentrate on the league and wrapping that up. Obviously, there's quite a few games. There's quite a few games remaining. How many games are there? There's 14 games remaining. I think, looking at all these fixtures, I think we come back for the Juve game at the start of April. Get a number of games under our belt. We saw the Inter game earlier in the season. Obviously, we've seen Roma in this episode. So I think at the end of that tricky run, Juve at home, obviously we batter them away. And, we may well be able to wrap up the title not too far away from then. So Juve is going to be the next episode, but I hope you have enjoyed this one, guys. This is where this one is coming to an end. As I said at the start of the video, I apologise again for lack of uploads last week, but we are back to it, and hopefully there'll be fairly regular content coming your way. Universe Mode, the first pay-per-view, is not too far away, so make sure you check that one out. But as I said, this is where this one is going to end. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in a piece.